Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. Today we've got the Canon TS8120. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this printer. Now stay tuned throughout the whole video because I'm going to share a lot of information and I have a lot of information at the end of the video. So stick around for that. Also, anytime during this video, if you wanted to pause, and go down, there's a link in the description if you wanted to buy this printer at any point in time, as well as if you were looking for another printer or another type of printer ink. If you needed just anything printer related, go to my website bestprinterstech.com. But I don't want to take too much time away from actually reviewing and unboxing this printer, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get right into the rest of the video. Alright, so here you have it, the Canon TS8120. I still have some unwrapping to do, but this is how it's going to look as soon as it comes out of the box. Very nice and sleek and modern looking. I can't wait to unwrap the rest of it. But this is all very, very organized. I like how they packaged it. So you're basically, what comes with the printer is going to be, you got your startup printer ink, and it looks like there's about 5 to 6 cartridges. We'll count them whenever we end up installing them, as well as your power cord here as well. You also have a manual, and I feel a CD right in there as well. There should be a CD and a manual. All the information you need to set up the printer is going to be right in there. Alright, so I'm going to continue and keep on unwrapping everything, and we'll have everything set up in just a minute. Alright, so you've got 6 cartridges there in total. You've got a black, see magenta here, cyan, this looks like a purple, yellow, and another black. So that's going to give you some pretty good photo quality, and we'll go into that later on in the video. Alright, so make sure you take off all the plastic, especially if you're going to be using it right away. I'm going to leave this on here just because I want to talk about that in the video in just a second. But this is how it's going to look once you have it completely unwrapped. You got this front part that is going to be able to adjust as high as you want it. You just bring it up just like that, and then you can just push it back down. That's the first feature I really noticed. It's really nice and sleek looking, and it's very, very shiny. It just looks really nice in general. Here's your paper tray. It's going to go back just like that, and you're going to be able to hold about 200 sheets right here in this paper tray, so it's very efficient. You also have, want to close it just like that so that it looks nice. You also have a paper tray down here, and of course this is going to be multi-use. You can put envelopes, mailers, and a lot of other things, and you're also going to have a few other trays that we'll go into in the later part of the video, but there's one where you can go ahead and print on CDs as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Alright, so your power cable port is going to be right here on the back of it. It's going to be kind of angled out like that. You're also going to have your USB computer to printer cable. And that does not come with the package, so you're going to want to get that separately. And I will have one on my website, bestprinterstech.com, so if you wanted to visit Best Printers Tech and get yours, you can go ahead and feel free to do that. Alright, let's get this thing on. Alright, so it comes right on, just so you guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set this guy up. Again, if you were wanting to buy this printer anytime during the video, go ahead, and there's a link in the description below. If you're in the US, Canada, the UK, it's going to be available in most countries, so go ahead and check that out. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and choose your language. It's touchscreen, which I really like, which is a feature that is very, very important to me when we're talking about these newer printers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install the ink. Alright, so once you're done unwrapping your ink, you're going to go ahead and lift the printer. There's a few notches on either side where you can go ahead and just lift up. And the top of the printer should just stay right there. Your print head should come right to the middle, just like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and install them one by one, and this is exactly how you should be installing yours. Alright, so you're going to take off your orange cap here, pull it right off, and you're going to place this right in there. If you see how I placed it in, it's going to be with the numbers facing you. And you are going to go ahead and just place it right in there, and you're going to push it down with one finger. That's installed properly. Alright, next, magenta. I like to install black first, and then the rest of them are fine one after another. Yellow. Just like that. And you got your purple color. It's going to add a lot of vibrance to your photos. You've got cyan here. And you've got black. Alright, so you've got a total of 6 cartridges here. And you've got 280, 281 ink. I'm going to leave a link for that in the description below for some remanufactured ink, so that you can get it cheap. Of course, you have your setup ink if you're going to buy that through the link as well. But just so that you make sure you have enough ink, or just so that you know that there is a cheaper option, I always recommend remanufactured ink. And again, that is all provided in the description below. But you have 6 ink cartridges here. This is Photo Blue PB. It's more of a purple, but that is going to add a lot of texture, a lot of high definition to your photos that on a normal printer, on another Epson or HP, the ones that I have reviewed, you're not going to get that. So that is a very, very important part of this printer, is having that additional slot for this Photo Blue, which again is going to really, really help bring out a lot of the color in the photos. Alright, so we'll go ahead and close this. Now to close the top, once it's up like this, you're going to want to grab it and just lift it up once, and it should come right down slowly. It drops right in there. I love everything about how the printer is shaped, how it moves, the different functionality. Everything is very, very easy to use, but just be really gentle with it. You don't need to be too rough here. It's not a printer that you need to really fight with. It's a very sleek and easy to use. I can tell you because I have been reviewing these printers and been dealing with them for a while. And we're going to go ahead and test it out with some paper. So we're going to put our paper right in here, and we're going to print some alignment. Alright, so you're going to need to put the paper actually in the paper tray, the bottom paper tray. And so as you see there, your paper tray holder is going to, okay, alright, let's see what this thing's got. There you go, it's printing. Very crisp printing, I reckon. I can already see that. And you can tell that the rollers are very much efficient in what they are doing here. You see that the paper went in and out a few times. It looks like we're going to be scanning this page. And then you've got some features here if you wanted to, if you're printing a lot of pages. This little piece up as well. And then you've also got a little bit more functionality here. That right there is probably... I couldn't tell you what this is, but this is an added feature. You can tell me what this is in the comments. I probably look like an idiot for not knowing what this is. This is probably for, you know, you want to stop the paper, or there's countless reasons why you would want this. Maybe a certain type of paper. I don't know if I would want to hold that up to this paper though, because it's going to come right up here. It'll be fine there. So you've got your disc tray. This is really convenient. I haven't seen it like this, I don't think, on any other printer. Maybe on the 9120 or the 5120, which are the previous versions of this printer, which is the 8120, of course. But I don't think I have seen this on any printers that I've worked on or reviewed. So that is very, very simple. A lot of times you have to dig in there and it's kind of awkward. But that is very, very convenient for you. I really like that. Again, like I showed you for when we were doing the printers, or when we were doing the ink, you've got 2 notches on either side of the printer, so you can lift it up and change the ink. So we're done here. We're going to take our patterns that were printed and we're going to lift this up, and we are going to put this right by where the arrow is and go ahead and close it up. All right, so this is the manual, and if I miss anything during this video, you're gonna have this with the printer, so this is very helpful. But really right here it's talking about getting started, so that's really, at this point, you're gonna want to have a computer connected, and just for time's sake I'm not gonna do that, but just know that that is something that you do need to do. You need to connect the computer to your printer, or I mean, if you're just doing wireless, we'll see here, click stop, and you can also connect your wireless network, your USB connection to the computer, or you can hit this option. Just for now, that's what we're going to do. So again, this is a resource for you. This kind of goes through a lot of what I'm talking about, and it just goes in depth. So that comes with the printer. Okay, so that is the setup. That is all there is. So this is a very, very simple menu dashboard here, where you can copy, scan, and print photos. Now, what I wanted to talk about as well is the printing ability that this printer has. So you are able to print up to almost 14 pages per minute. It's not extremely fast, but it's fast enough, and it's not a bad speed. Also, you have this notch down here, which is not just a notch, but it is for an SD card. So if you are printing photos from a camera, that is going to be your SD slot in there. So able to just slide it in, and from there, of course, you can go ahead and print your photos from memory card. You have the cloud option, and then you've got templates. Now, I love the transitions. If you notice there, it takes kind of a second to go into the next screen. I like that. Of course, you can adjust that most likely in the settings. You have copying, the ability to copy. You got borderless copying, and then you've got the standard. And then you've got ID cards, photos. You can copy a lot of different things, disc labels. So you got a lot of functionality there. You got wireless option there, and then you've got the settings. Estimated ink, maintenance. When you're switching out your ink, you're going to go here if you're having any issues, but if you're switching out your ink, you're going to go to estimated ink, and you're going to check it out there. You can also swap them out with one of those options. You can put it in quiet mode. I always mention that because people don't know that. I like to make that known, that there's a lot of beeping that goes on with printers. You can just put it on quiet mode. Eco mode. So this is going to help you do some energy saving, so it'll, sleep right away if you go ahead and choose this one, so that it saves energy. It can remain on, but it's sleeping at least. That's really all there is. I'm going back and forth here. It doesn't look like there's any other functionality there, but I like how simple it is. A lot of these other ones, the HPs and the Epsons that I have reviewed, it's nice to see something simple, something that is easy to use. And of course, this is probably the best photo printer that I have reviewed. Now, if you wanted to check the rating and the review for this printer on bestprinterstech.com, of course, I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. But in my opinion, I would really give this printer a 4 stars out of 5. I won't give it close to 5 stars just because it is missing a lot of things like the top paper tray and a few other things. But if you're just using it for your home office, at home purposes, printing a lot of photos of the family, of events and whatnot, this is the perfect photo printer for you. This is not for really heavy loads. This is kind of just for people that, stay at home a lot and are looking to print a lot of photos, like I said, do minimal office printing type of stuff. This is a minimal printing printer, in my opinion. This is not a heavy duty printer, but it's nevertheless very functional. I love everything about it, really, the way it moves, the way it feels, and I can't really say that about every printer that I reviewed. And that's something that's really unique about this, is that I don't feel like I have to wrestle with it. I feel like I can really just easily, this is a printer that you can be gentle with for once. I feel like a lot of times you are, putting a lot of effort into moving some of the printers, doing a lot of the different things, but With this printer, it seems like everything is very functional. Everything is very easy to use. Everything is very, you can adapt to it very easily. It's very nice and sleek and shiny. So it's very appealing. So if you've got it in the office, you can really have this anywhere and it's going to look nice. Alright, so if you stayed with me through the entire video and you're at the end now, I want to congratulate you and thank you for sticking through until the end of the video. A lot of people will just skip through the whole thing. I really hope that all of this information was very helpful and I kind of helped you see how it feels, the functionality of it, and giving you information here and there. Of course, there's a whole lot more information on the product page of this printer, which is on Amazon.com, which is where I am placing my link. That is what it will lead to. That is going to be a big resource for you to you can also compare the 9120 and the other printers after having clicked my link and going to this product page. So that's something I will, again, highly promote and highly recommend, is that you go to the description. Again, on my website, I'm going to have that A to B cable that is going to help you connect your printer to the computer. For some reason, over all of these printers that I have reviewed so far, for some reason they don't include the A to B cable, which is absolutely necessary for you to connect your printer to your computer. Now, of course, if you're doing wireless, this is a wireless printer. You don't need that cable, but if you're connecting it to, say, a desktop, you really do. I am really just trying to be a resource for you. Again, I have remanufactured ink on my website, so I would highly recommend that you save my website, and whenever you need ink, feel free to go there and get it for cheap. This ink can be expensive. Any ink on any printer can be expensive, so I always recommend people go to my website, take a look at the remanufactured ink that I provide, and take what you need. Now, I'm also an up-and-coming YouTube channel, and I really just want to provide the best information and continue to do these videos. I'd be greatly appreciative if you would subscribe to this channel, like the video, and also comment below if this was helpful, if you needed a little bit more information for you to support this channel, and really just if you had any issues with a printer in the past, or you're looking at some other printers to purchase, maybe an HP or Epson, use my channel as a resource because I have a lot of videos on repairing. That's mainly what I do. If you go to my videos and you check one of the videos above this video, you're going to see how to fix this printer. So if one day you have an issue with it, I'm providing a solution for you right away to be able to fix it on your own and just do everything really inexpensive. I have made repair, ink, and printers kind of in general really cheap for a lot of people. I've saved a lot of people a lot of money, and you can see it on a lot of the comments on my videos, and the products that I sell. You can see it on the reviews for the products that I have. So everything that I recommend and everything that I put forward is really just to help you save money. At the end of the day, I just want to help you save money, give you the best information I possibly can. So again, make sure to like and subscribe. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time.